Hi, and welcome to the video lesson on marketing with Web 2.0. The goal of this video lesson is really to teach you the concepts that you need to understand whenever you apply these methods to any Web 2.0 or any social networking site. Now, before I get started, I do want to mention what we're going to go over in this particular video. First of all, I'm going to give you a list or a directory of top social networking sites. And then we'll talk about the on-site processes that you can apply to any one of these social networking sites. Then I'll give you tips on what you need to do to make sure that your profile stands out. Then we'll talk about the daily task list, what you need to do on a daily schedule in order to get constant traffic from social networking sites. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to give you a quick directory of the top social networking sites. And my goal here by showing you this is so that you might have used one of these sites so that you can relate and understand what we're about to tell you when it comes to what you need to do in those specific sites. So some sites are myspace.com, facebook.com, youtube.com, orkut.com, High5, Friendster, Bebo, and Grouper.com. Now, if you think about it, MySpace started out, and Facebook and YouTube are a great place where people go, teenagers, business people, and it used to be only open to teenagers, but as time went by, sites like Facebook opened it up not just to college students, but to also business people or anybody else. Now, keep in mind that social networking sites are very powerful, mainly because you get to know each other and you get to know your friends a lot better because you know what's going on in their lives, and if you know them better, then you trust them more, right? So when it comes to business, people get to know you better. Instead of you just selling them up front, they know you, they know what's going on in your business, and they basically are able to keep up with you. And that's what makes social networks powerful. I want to give you a quick tip. The quick tip is that whenever you create your profiles, you need to wow your target audience. You need to figure out who your target audience is first before you create a profile. But how do you wow your target audience? Well, there are a few things. Well, first of all, you need to create your profile targeted to your audience first if you don't have one. And this can be applied to any of those social networking sites. If you think about Facebook, you can create your own profile. MySpace, you can create your own profile. But the only difference between all of them is the layout and, of course, the content that you add to the profile. Then in step 2, you can add predefined widgets to profiles for rich user experience. Then in step 3, we move on to adding opt-in forms or other types of lead capture devices to profiles. Then in step 4, you can join groups that are related to your niche. That brings us to step 5. Now, before I go to step 5, I want to give you another tip. On myspace.com, female profiles have been shown to get more attention than male profiles. Step 5 is to create awareness of your profile by joining in lightly on group conversations. That brings us to step 6, which is politely commenting on similar profiles. Then in step 7, you can add similar profiles to your friends list and request to be added to theirs. So once you have captured leads from your profile, you can use normal email marketing techniques. And in step 9, you want to be consistent in your actions or else your profiles will slowly lose popularity. Now let's move on to the daily task list. Basically things that you should be doing every single day to get good traffic from the social networks and from Web 2.0 sites.